Today we'll discuss the role time plays when doing work. This is called power. Power is the rate at which work is done, or energy is transformed/transferred. There are two types of power that we'll talk about. The first is average power, and it's found by dividing the work by the time. We measure all forms of power in watts, though sometimes you'll see the unit of horsepower. 1 horsepower is equivalent to 746 watts. So what makes something more powerful than something else? It can do more work in the same amount of time. It can do the same work in less time, or it can do a combination of the two, more work in less time. What about power during an object's motion? This is the second type of power that we're going to talk about. This is called instantaneous power. And it's found by multiplying the force times the velocity.
For a car, this force usually represents the force needed to overcome friction. So the faster you want to go, the more horsepower a car needs to be able to provide. Let's take a look at this question. 4 students run up the stairs in the time shown. Rank in order from largest to smallest their power outputs PA through PD. So remember, power is work divided by time, and work is the force times the displacement. So if we look at the first one, his work is going to be equal to his mass, 80, times the acceleration due to gravity. Let's say 10 for now. So 80 times 10 is 800. Times 10 again is 8,000. So he does 8,000 joules of work moving up the stairs. Divide that by the time, and you get 800 watts. For B, we have 80 times 10 times 10 again, so we get 8,000 joules of work, but this is in 8 seconds, so he's doing the same amount of work, but he's doing it in less time, so B is going to be more powerful than A. If you look at C, they're doing less work in the same amount of time than B, so it's going to be less than B, so we have 64 times 10 times 10, so we have 6,400, divided that by 8, that gives us 800. So it turns out A and C have the same time, or the same power rather. And then for D, he's going twice as high as B. So he's doing twice as much work, but he's doing it in almost over 3 times as long. So he's doing less work. So 80 times 10 times 10 divided by 25 gives us 640 watts. So our order is going to be B is greater than A, which is equal to C, which is greater than D.